everyone! Welcome back to my channel, Everyday Frannay, and another episode in my quest to find the perfect hobby. So it's officially autumn, which means that we can all start doing all the cozy activities that we love. I've personally already started on my autumnal activities, and that is, as always, rewatching Gilmore Girls. I think this is probably the, 10th, 11th time I've watched it, but I honestly don't think you can beat the vibes of Gilmore Girls in autumn. I've also gone conker picking, I've ordered my pumpkin spice coffee to arrive tomorrow, and I've started reading Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. This has been on my reading list for a good couple of months, and I was leaving it for the autumn because I thought it'd be the perfect read. And I'm only 100 pages in or so, but I'm absolutely loving it. So anyone who likes cozy fantasy reads, I highly recommend. And actually, the cover of this book has inspired me with today's activity. Now, this week I have done things slightly differently because I couldn't contain my excitement with this activity, and I started it days ago. I've been seeing a lot of polymerclay content out there and all the incredible things that people make with it, and I really wanted to give it a go. So I ordered this set off Amazon. Now, the set came with 64 colours, I can't quite remember. It came with some basic tools, including this strange little thing, which I don't know what it does, some keychains and earring attachments if you want to make jewellery, etc. And also this incredible assortment of colours. So as soon as this arrived, there was just no stopping me. I had to get going. I was inspired by something that is on the cover and that I just associate very much with autumn, and that is mushrooms. I thought mushrooms would be a really, really fun thing to make with clay. And I thought, why stop at 1 or 2? And I made 100 of them. Yes, that's right. I have made 100 polymer clay mushrooms. I've got to say, I think they're quite possibly my most favourite thing I have ever made. So here's a quick recap of what I've already done. As soon as I started, I was reminded instantly of the good old days of Play-Doh. The consistency and the texture of polymer clay is incredibly similar, and I instantly felt like I was a kid again playing with Play-Doh. I will say, as you use it, the warmth of your hands definitely makes the polymer clay quite warm and soft to work with, and so I found it quite hard to mould the longer I did it. With the mushrooms, I definitely started off trying to be quite, not realistic, but using realistic colours, and I was going to go for a more organic colour scheme. But then with the crazy colours that I had available to me, it seemed too good of an opportunity to miss not doing magical fairy mushrooms. And so definitely the design of my wreath changed as I made more and more. By this stage, you can just see that I'm having fun with it. There is not a single realistic mushroom in sight. These are all magical fairy mushrooms, and I'm absolutely loving it. So when it comes to baking your polymer clay, it really depends on the size and thickness of the model that you make. There was definitely a lot of variation in the size of the mushrooms that I made in my 100 mushroom collection, but overall I found that about 20 minutes on a low heat seemed to do the trick. So once the mushrooms had come out of the oven and cooled, I realised that a lot of the detail I'd wanted to include, I hadn't been able to because I found the clay pretty fiddly. And so what I decided to do is just grab some acrylic paint and decided to add a couple of details to them. My go-to, as always, was pretty much adding spots to every single one of them, but I think they ended up really cute, and I definitely recommend adding a little bit of detail with some paint. Just the sheer variety of colours and the fact that I wasn't restricted to any colour palette meant that I could go absolutely crazy with the designs, and I absolutely loved this. So that's where we're up to today. I have made my 100 mushrooms and I have painted and added extra details. And now it's time for the bit that I've been most excited about, because I think once they are shiny and glossy, they're going to look incredible. Again, I've got to admit, I got a little bit too excited and I have tried one out and the results are incredible. Just look how shiny and incredible that looks. Let's get going. So I really enjoy glossing the mushrooms. I actually found it really therapeutic. It is pretty repetitive because there's not much you have to do, but I really enjoyed the process. I put on some chilled music and just powered through the 100 mushrooms. One thing I will say about this process is I really underestimated how much my hands would hurt with all of the different steps. Holding the wires and sculpting the mushrooms and painting the mushrooms, all of it made my hands hurt so bad I had to take a rest. So a word of caution, if you're going to make 100 mushrooms, definitely take breaks. I can't quite put into words how excited I am for this final reveal, because I said at the beginning of the episode, thinking this could potentially be one of my favourite things. Having made the 100 mushrooms, I thought these look great, I'm going to really like how they turn out. This could end up being one of the favourite things I made. And now that they are all glossed and shiny, I can confirm that these are the best things I have ever made. So here's the big reveal. Ooh, that's just too good not to show again. Let's watch it one more time. So you might be thinking, what do I plan to do with these 100 mushrooms? And over the last week, as I've been doing it, I have actually started thinking about it, and I've decided to make them into the ultimate magical fairy wreath. I have already started planning what it's going to look like, and I've bought this wreath as my base. And so that will be next week's activity, so please stay tuned for part 2. I hope you've enjoyed this video, so please do like and subscribe and follow on so that you can see the final result and the ultimate wreath next week. I'll see you there.